Ever felt like you're running on empty with no end in sight? It's a feeling many parents know all too well. The exhaustion, the hopelessness, the frustration. It's a tough road, especially when you're caring for a child with autism. The emotional weight can be overwhelming, but it's vital to remember how important your mental health is. It's not just about your well-being, but also the well-being of your child. Today, we're going to delve into some practical strategies to help improve your mental health. We'll be discussing ways to handle stress, how to cope with burnout, and the importance of seeking support from your community. These are actionable steps, things you can start doing today to make a difference in your life and the life of your child. You are not alone, and there are ways to navigate through these challenging times. Stress and burnout, two words we hear often, but what do they really mean? Stress is a natural response to challenging situations. It can be beneficial, helping us stay focused, energetic, and alert. However, when stress becomes constant and overwhelming, it can damage our health, mood, productivity, relationships, and overall quality of life. On the other hand, burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. It's when you feel overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and unable to meet constant demands. So why are we talking about this? Because understanding stress and burnout is crucial to managing our mental health. For parents, especially those with children who have special needs, the triggers for stress and burnout can be amplified. Common triggers for parents include the daily demands of caregiving, the feeling of isolation, or the lack of understanding from others about what it's like to raise a child with special needs. Stress and burnout can manifest in various ways. You might feel constantly tired, irritable, or detached. You may have trouble sleeping or find yourself getting sick more often. Perhaps you've lost interest in things you used to enjoy, or you feel like you're constantly running on an empty tank. But here's the crucial part. Recognizing these signs is not a sign of weakness. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's the first step towards managing your mental health. It's acknowledging that you, like everyone else, have limits, and that's perfectly okay. So, what's next? The next step is to learn practical strategies to manage this stress and prevent burnout. And that's something we're going to delve into in our next scenes. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards managing your mental health. Now that we understand stress and burnout, let's explore some coping strategies. In this journey, remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. What works for one may not work for another, but there are some universal strategies that could help. First off, maintaining a healthy lifestyle is key. This can seem like a monumental task when you're feeling overwhelmed, but it's often the simple changes that make the biggest difference. Eating a balanced diet, getting regular exercise, and ensuring you're getting enough sleep can all contribute to better mental health. These aren't just good for the body, they're good for the mind too. Next, let's talk about mindfulness. This is a practice of focusing your attention on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. It can be as simple as taking 5 minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Mindfulness can help reduce stress and increase your ability to cope with difficult situations. And remember, mindfulness is not about clearing your mind, but about paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Finally, don't be afraid to seek professional help if needed. It's okay to ask for help. It doesn't mean you're weak or failing. In fact, it takes a lot of strength to acknowledge when things are tough and you need support. Therapists, psychologists, and other mental health professionals are there to help you navigate through these challenging times. They can provide you with tools and strategies to manage stress and burnout. These strategies may seem simple, but they can have a profound impact on your mental health. And they're just the tip of the iceberg. There are many other strategies out there, and we'll explore more in our next segment. Remember, taking small steps can lead to significant changes. You don't have to do it all at once. Start with one small change and build on it. You're doing a great job, and every step you take towards better mental health is a victory. Remember, taking small steps can lead to significant changes. Ready for more strategies to help you manage stress and burnout? Let's dive right in. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is setting boundaries. This may seem tough, especially when you're used to putting everyone else's needs before your own. But remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Start by identifying what drains you mentally and emotionally. It could be excessive noise, constant interruptions, or a packed schedule with no room for breaks. Once you've identified these stressors, it's time to set some boundaries. Politely communicate your needs to your family, friends, and even to yourself. It's okay to say no sometimes, and it's okay to take a break. Next, let's talk about scheduling self-care time. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Self-care is anything that refuels you rather than drains you. It could be reading a book, taking a walk, meditating, or even just enjoying a cup of tea in peace. Schedule these activities into your day just like you would schedule any other important appointment. This time is non-negotiable. It's your time to recharge and rejuvenate so you can continue to be the best parent you can be. Lastly, consider participating in support groups. It's easy to feel isolated when you're dealing with stress and burnout, but remember, you're not alone. There are countless others who are experiencing similar struggles. Support groups provide a safe space for you to share your experiences, learn from others, and find comfort in knowing that you're not alone. These groups can be found online or in your local community. Implementing these strategies can help you regain control over your mental health. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. So take a deep breath, set some boundaries, schedule some self-care time, and reach out to a support group. Your mental health is worth it. Ever heard the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child"? This proverb might be old, but it holds a profound truth, especially when it comes to parenting a child with autism. It's not just about mum and dad shouldering everything, it's about extending your circle, reaching out and inviting in a community of support. Now, let's talk about the importance of community support. When it comes to raising an autistic child, the journey can sometimes feel lonely, confusing, and incredibly overwhelming. But remember, you're not alone in this. There are others out there who are going through similar experiences, and they can be a wellspring of understanding, empathy, and practical advice. Imagine a space where you can share your fears, frustrations, triumphs, and even your laughter. A space where you're surrounded by people who truly get it. That's what community support can provide. It can be friends, family, or even organized support groups. These groups can be found in your local community or even online, offering a lifeline of understanding and camaraderie. One of the great benefits of community support is the shared wisdom. You can learn from the experiences of those who have walked a similar path before you. They can provide practical advice, share resources, or simply offer a listening ear when you need it. And you, in turn, can do the same for others. Remember, it's okay to lean on others. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to share your journey. In fact, it's more than okay, it's essential. Because when we share our experiences, we not only lighten our own burdens, but also help others to feel less alone. You see, community support isn't just about getting help, it's about giving help too. It's about coming together, understanding each other and growing together. It's about finding that shared strength, that collective resilience, and that mutual understanding. Connecting with others can provide a much-needed sense of understanding and camaraderie. So, reach out, share your journey, and let's raise our children together as a community. Navigating through the challenges of parenting is tough, but remember, you are stronger than you think. Today we've explored the reality of stress and burnout, uncovering the layers that make up this complex issue. We've discussed practical strategies that you can implement into your daily routine, from deep breathing exercises to scheduling time for self-care. We've underscored the importance of seeking community support, reminding you that you are not alone in this journey. Your strength is not defined by the struggles you face, but how you rise above them. Taking care of your mental health is not a luxury, it's a necessity. So, as we conclude, we encourage you to take a moment each day to focus on your well-being. You deserve it. Take the first step towards better mental health today, and don't forget to like this video, click the notification button, and subscribe to Autism Guidance Hub for more helpful resources and videos.